Sir.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. சரிங்க மேம். கேட்டா எனக்கு சொல்லுங்க மேம். நான் அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் மூட்டையவே கட்டணும்.
Good morning, Dr. Vimala.
ஓகே.
Good afternoon, Dr. Vimala, madam.
மேம் அப்புறம் கூப்பிடுறேன் மேம் ப்ளீஸ். Sir, good afternoon, sir.
How are you, madam? How are you?
Yeah, fine, sir. How are you, sir?
Yeah, fine, fine. Very long time.
Yeah, sir. We meet a long time.
Mama, because of this corona, everything is online.
Yeah, sir, of course. So, how's your family members, sir?
Yeah, fine,
Daughter
fine.
and son?
Yeah, fine.
Fine. What they doing?
My daughter is doing MTech final year. He got placed in Intel. The son is doing 11th standard. 11th.
Okay, sir. Okay.
I think that YouTube live, madam. YouTube.
Yeah. YouTube is also available.
Yeah. You kindly record it. Recording option with you only.
Yes, sir. Yeah, all sections are recording.
Okay.
காந்தி கிராமம் எப்படி சார் இருக்கு?
Yeah, fine.
நீங்க எப்படி டெய்லியும் அங்க வந்துறீங்களா சார்?
இப்போ ஒரு 1 வீக் வந்துட்டு இருக்கோம் மேடம். ஒரு 1 வீக் வந்துட்டு இருக்கோம். அப்படியே ஆன்லைன் எக்ஸாம், பட் எக்ஸாமினேஷன்ஸ் ஆர் ஆஃப்லைன். What about you in our university?
Sir, online mode.
Including exam.
Yeah, of course.
Only 7 joined us so far.
Yes, sir.
Shall we wait for some more time?
Yeah.
Sir,
no, sir. Madam, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you, madam? How are you?
Fine, sir.
Thank you very much for providing the opportunity to share my knowledge with you.
Sir, எங்க சொல்லிரேன் சார் காணுங்க.
Yes.
Sir, சொல்லிரேன் சார்.
அவர் லஞ்ச் சாப்பிட்டு இருக்காரு நினைக்கிறேன். லஞ்ச் முடிக்கல போல இருக்கு.
இல்ல என்னைய தான் சொல்லிட்டு இருந்தார், லேட் ஆயிடுச்சுன்னு.
Your examination until online, madam? Online?
Sir. இல்லனா ஒண்ணும் பண்ண முடியாதுங்க சார்.
But நாங்க ஆஃப்லைன் தான். In our university, our examinations are only offline, not online.
ஓ. ஸ்டூடண்ட்ஸ் ஒண்ணும் ப்ராப்ளம் இல்லாம வந்துறாங்களாங்க சார்?
ஆமா. I will share the PPT.
Yes, sir.
Sharing option கொடுத்தீங்களா?
Sir, the provision is available now.
அங்க ஷேரிங் ஆப்ஷன் நீங்க அங்க ஷேரிங் ஆப்ஷன் கொடுக்கணும். ஹோஸ்ட் வந்து எனக்கு ஷேர் ஆப்ஷன் கொடுத்தா வரும், வர மாட்டேங்குது.
ஓகே. சோ கண்ணன் சார்,
இங்க ஷேரிங் ஆப்ஷன் வர மாட்டேங்குது.
சார்
சார் வந்துட்டாங்க. சோலைராஜ் சார் வந்துட்டாங்க.
நான் அவருக்கு தான் ட்ரை பண்றேன். சார் வாங்க.
வணக்கம். குட் ஆஃப்டர்நூன்.
வணக்கம் சார். வணக்கம். ஸ்டூடண்ட் ஜாயின் பண்ண ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டாங்களா? விமல போட ஆரம்பிங்க.
பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காங்க மேம். பண்ணிட்டு.
ஸ்கிரீன் தெரியுதா மேடம்? ஸ்கிரீன்
தெரியுதுங்க சார். இப்ப சார் பிரஸ் F5 50 F5 போடுங்க சார்.
இல்ல அதுக்கு நான் பின்னாடி போட்டுக்கறேன். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இன்ட்ரோட் பண்ணி ஏன்னா சைடுல வந்து
ஷேர் ஆகுது.
இந்த ஒரு சைடு அப்படி போற நெக்ஸ்ட் சைடு கட் ஆகும். சைடுல பிபிடி போட்டனால செகண்ட் ஸ்டெப் ஓகேவா? நான் ஓகேவா? ஃபுல் வி கிடைக்குதா மேடம்?
எஸ் சார். இட்ஸ் ஓகே.
இட்ஸ் எனஃப். ஓகே.
சார் ஸ்கிரீன் அப்புறம் ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க.
ஓகே.
இன்ட்ரோடக்ஷன் முடிக்கட்டும்.
ஓகே. Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, professor.
How are you, sir?
How are you, sir? Fine.
Fine. நீங்க ரவுண்ட்ல இருக்கீங்க, பின்னாடி கேமரா சுத்திட்டே இருக்கு.
இல்ல ஒண்ணும் இல்ல, அது வந்து கொஞ்சம் எனக்கு ஆன்லைன் கிளாஸ் இருக்கு, அதை முடிச்சுக்கிட்டு உள்ள போங்க. 2 ஆள்.
மொபைலா சார்? மொபைல்
ஒன்னும் ப்ராப்ளம் இல்ல சார்.
மொபைல் இல்லையா?
ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணி உங்க பேசி கேட்டுட்டு தான் போங்க.
So students are joining.
No problem, no problem. We'll wait.
Okay, sir.
No problem, madam. We'll wait. No problem. No issues. We'll wait.
சார் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாங்க சார்.
As you wish. No problem. For me, no problem.
Shall I start, ma'am?
Yes, ma. Sharmila.
Wishing you a splendid afternoon to one and all present here. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to our next session of 3 days of international webinar on applied mathematics organized by our Department of Mathematics.
ஸ்கிரீனை க்ளோஸ் பண்ணிக்கங்க. சார் உங்க ஸ்கிரீன் கொஞ்சம் க்ளோஸ் பண்ணிருங்க இன்ட்ரோடக்ஷன் செஷன் போறது.
இந்த வார்த்தை வர. Just a minute.
Top screen கொடுங்க சார் போய்டும்.
Just a minute. உள்ள போயிட்டு
டாப் ஷேரிங் அப்படின்னு இருக்கும்.
அதான் பாக்குறேன்.
நீங்க ஷேர்னு கொடுத்தீங்களா சார் அதே இடத்துலயே இருக்கும்.
மோர் ஆப்ஷன் இருக்கு மேடம். மோர்ல இருக்கா? ஷேர்ல கிளிக் பண்ணி ஸ்டாப் ஷேர். ஓகே ரைட்டா? ரைட்.
ஓகே சார்.
Shall I start, ma'am?
சொல்லிடுறேன் சார். ஸ்கிரீன் ஆன் பண்ண சொல்லுங்க சார். அன்மியூட் பண்ணுங்க உங்களோட கேமராவை. சொல்லிடுறேன் சார். அன்மியூட் பண்ணுங்க கேமராவை. ஏமா சர்மிளா யூ ஸ்டார்ட் பா.
Okay, ma'am. Wishing you a splendid afternoon to one and all present here. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to our next session of 3 days of international webinar on applied mathematics organized by our Department of Mathematics, Mother Teresa Men's University, Kodaikanal. This day has become a very special day because of our honorable speaker, Dr. G. Mahadevan, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, Gandhigram Rural Institute, deemed to be University Gandhigram, Dindigul District. Now I request Ms. Rohini Priya to give and discuss about our honorable speaker, Dr. G. Mahadevan, sir.
A very pleasant good afternoon to all and that here. I am Rohini Priya, MS Mathematics, Mathematics University. It's great pleasure to me introduce.
Rohini Priya, your voice is not audible. Please be louder.
It is greatest pleasure for to me introduce respect to Professor G. Mahadevan, Assistant Professor of Department of Mathematics, Gandhigram Rural Institute of deemed to be University Gandhigram, Dindigul District, Tamil Nadu, and India. Professor Sir has done MSc, MTech, CIT, and PhD. Professor Sir returned as reserved to many institutions like St. Peter's Engineering College, Dr. Shivanandini Aditional College of Engineering, Anna University of Technology in and around Tamil Nadu. Sir was invited to deliver and talk in an international conference like National University of Singapore and Singapore, Asian Institute of Technological and Asian Institute of Technological. And under his guidance to 8 PhDs, 4 MPhil, and 52 this were completed. Professors are received awards like Lifetime Achievement Award on the 12th October 2019 by the Chennai High Court of Judge at Chennai International Research Connect organization by Chennai International Research Foundation. Received best scientist award in recognition of the consistent preference in the mathematics and upon recommendation of the commitment on excellent award for the academic year of 2016 to 2017, the International Conference on the Mathematics and Computer Science on the December 14th at BVV College of Women, Virudhunagar. Professor Sir has published 105 research paper international and national journals, textbook of calculus, and 3 books on engineering mathematics. Professor Sir was invited and shared takes in 187 seminars. Sir also acts as the receivers for many journals. Sir not only served as member of board of students in various universities across and college, but also served as NSS, RSC, and YRC coordinator at Anna University, Tirunelveli. Welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Rohini Priya, for your address. I consider it a great honor to welcome Dr. G. Mahadevan sir onto the session.
Good afternoon to all. Shall I start?
Professor, start your session.
Yes, sir. I will share the PPT first. Before that, I will share the PPT first. I will share the screen. Is PPT visible, madam?
Yes, sir.
Just a minute. Okay, is it visible?
Now it is visible, sir.
Okay. Good afternoon to all. At the outset, I extend my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Bhuvaneshwari Madam, Professor and Head, Mother Teresa Women's Ministry, Kodaikanal, and Dr. Soiraj Sir, the Organizing Secretary, and Dr. Sharmila Madam and other faculty members for giving the opportunity to share some of the applications of graph theory in science and technology. In this 50 minutes to 1 hour lecture, I'm not here to derive something or prove something. Okay, there is no derivation, no integration, no differentiation. Of course, no continuous set, no discount, nothing else. Just I want to emphasize some of the real life situation where we use the concept of graphs in our day-to-day life. You know that today's technological world scenario, anything and everything is possible with the help of mathematics only, right? Mathematics plays a vital role as far as application side is concerned. Of course, science has got different branches. Mathematics is one branch, physics, chemistry, zoology, botany, etc. So every branch of science has got one application. So not only mathematics, physics has got excellent application. Computer science has got excellent application. Biology is another branch of science. Chemistry is another branch of science. So every branch of science has got its application. Likewise, there is one branch called mathematics, which ranks tops among the most prominent areas for which application side is concerned. Again, mathematics has got different branches. Science has got different branches. Likewise, mathematics has got different branches. In mathematics, algebra, analysis, topology, real analysis, complex analysis, functional analysis, numerical method, fluid mechanics, fuzzy, etc., etc., etc. There are a lot of branches are available. Because every branch of the mathematics has got a good application. Even algebra has got excellent application in space and technology. Similarly, topology has got excellent application. Likewise, there is another area called graph theory. She has got a tremendous application in our day-to-day life. You know that nowadays people are doing with the fuzzy. Everything is fuzziness. There is one area algebra. People are doing algebraic graph theory. There is one area topology. People are doing research in topological graphs. There is one area ring theory. People are doing graph from rings. So almost all branches of mathematics now converges to graph theory because of its application in science and technology. Not only in science, science has got both including medical, everything. Science, the word science itself, it contains all. Okay. This type of situations can never occur in other areas. So almost all branches, including fuzzy, converges to graph theory because of its excellent application in reality. You may wonder, so how the concept of graphs plays a vital role as far as application. The graph is nothing but a collection of vectors and edges. So I don't bother about the exact mathematical definition for graph. Okay, you leave it. For the layman, graph is nothing but a collection of vertex and the edges. மார்கழி மாசம் வாசல்ல கோலம் போடும் இல்லையா அதான் graph. Depending upon the nature of the graph, depending upon the structure of the graph, we are giving many names with a tremendous application. So in this lecture, I wish to emphasize some of the real life situation where we use the concept of graph in our day-to-day life. There is no theorem, no proof and all. Okay. So before that, let me pose some of the problems that we are going to face now. Say, anything and everything is possible with the help of mathematics, especially graph theory. The only thing is what we do is you must know or you must identify the physical or mental problem of yours and you try to convert that into mathematical language, especially graph theoretical language. That is, whatever physical problem that you are going to face can be converted into graph model by way of vertex and the edges. Then you will get a nice graph from your reality. Then you have to apply the existing algorithm, existing technique, or the new technique, get the result, and interpret that the physical situation. That is the beauty. I repeat, whatever may be the problem you are going to face, either physical problem or mental problem, whatever the problem, even a family problem, can be solved with the help of graph theory. Only thing is you must know how to convert your real life problem into mathematical language, which in turn with graph theoretical language by way of vertex and the edges. Okay, then you will get a nice graph structure from your reality. Now, with the help of existing algorithm or new algorithm, you can solve it, get the result, and interpret with the physical situation. And see, before say at this stage, I'm not telling what is graph, what is subgraph, and nothing else. No definition. Forget about all the definition. Just to see the problem that we are going to face now. Okay, and now I will see some of the problem that we are going to face. Everything is possible with the computer mathematics. So computer communication networks, social network theory, land surveying, bipartite graph, electrical communication network, land surveying, school bus routing, chemical laboratory. Even in chemical laboratory, we are using graph theory. You may wonder, so how the chemistry is related to mathematics? No, chemistry depends upon mathematics. Physics depend upon mathematics. Of course, computers depend upon mathematics. Everything depends upon mathematics. IoT, Internet of Things, security problems. That is a major problem today. Security, we are facing many threats from nearby countries. That plays a vital role. Social network problems, economics, medical field, even acupuncture, we are using graph theory. Image processing, we are using graph theory. Parallel computing, we are using graph theory. I am telling, sir, so whatever the problem you are going to face now, how to, sir? You see, before that, let me pose some of the real life problem. So, what are the practical problems that we are going to face? Now, it's a cell phone tower problem, okay? So, now everything is online because of COVID-19. Education system, everything is online. The trend may continue, no doubt in it. Because of the tremendous growth of the science and technology. Cell phone tower problem. So, our usual problem is sir, no tower, no tower, no tower. How to tackle the problem? Okay, if the tower is, if your connection is excellent, we don't bother about it. Okay. Then how to give in a hassle network connection? That's a major big problem. Another problem is how to reach a particular place in a shortest way. From one place to other place, many routes are available. You have to identify the shortest way. How it is possible? It is possible because of graph theory. How to run a software company in a more effective way. See, in all software companies, their aim is only for maximizing of profit, minimize the worker. Okay, maximizing the profit, minimizing workers. They have to increase the profit with the minimum employees. Is it possible? Possible, because if you plan in a more effective way, then how to safeguard our country from enemies? We are facing threat by nearby countries, Pakistan, something else. How to we control? How to safeguard our country? That's the real life problem. Then how many minimum number of radars are required to monitor? You know that we are. Suppose if you want to safeguard our country, we have to install or we have to deploy radars in some of the border of our country, right? India is a very huge country. It is impossible to install huge amount of borders, huge amount of radars. What's the purpose of radar? What's the purpose of radar? If you fix one radar up to certain kilometer, for example, say 2,000 kilometers, the radar can send or receive signal. Okay. If you fix one radar at the border of the country, if enemy flight is coming inside our area, our radar will immediately monitor and send signal to the. See, now the days are gone. Now everything is automatic. The thing is, because of the tremendous growth of mathematics, suppose, for example, let us assume that our enemy's fight enters into our border. Okay, the days are gone. The radar will send a signal that days are gone. Once our enemy's fight is enter into our border, our radar sends it, and they will send the signal. They will convert in terms of a mathematical differential equation, something else. First, they convert into graph theoretical model. From the graph theoretical model, they will convert it into differential equation, something else. Within a fraction of a second, they will give a solution. Once you just click the button, our missile will go and attack the enemy. That type of growth is there. So we need not wait. So everything is automatic. Once our enemy's radars enter in the system, the radar will sense it, and within a fraction of a second, it will background of that everything can be solved, and it is given to the control person. Once the control person press the button, or giving a voice command, our missile will go and attack. So that type of tremendous growth is there. It is possible because of the mathematical concept behind it. You in your undergraduate course or in PG course, you may wonder, sir, what is the purpose of solving a differential equation? Why I study the differential equation? Why I solve the system of linear type of equation? Say you are studying only how to solve system of equation. So without knowing, we cannot do anything. Say real life problem can be converted to mathematical language. In your MSc and BSc, you must study how to solve a particular problem. You may think that what is there, sir? What is the purpose of solving this type of techniques? Don't think like that. Every methods, every branch has got excellent application behind it. So I will come to the point. Now the problem is how many minimum number of radars are required to monitor the entire system. I cannot depute a huge amount of radars, okay? Because if you fix one radar, it requires crore and crore rupees. So the question is how many minimum number of radars are required, not only how many wire we got to fix. Suppose if you purchase of some 10 to 15 radars, can I fix it that 10 to 15 radars in a row wise or column wise? Not possible. Okay, can I fix it as in an arbitrary way? Not possible. Now the problem is how many minimum number of errors are required, not only how many where we got to fix. That's a fantastic problem. The solution of this problem is nothing but finding the domination number of the graph. See, in the morning section, Professor Sivanganam sir explained how to find a domination number and the varieties of domination in a nice manner. Okay, he is explaining a graph. From the graph, how to find a domination number. Now I'm telling the reality into graph. The thing is the real life problem into graph model. Then applying the concept of dominating set, find the domination number, and that is the solution of the real life problem. So in order to safeguard our entire country, you convert this into graph model. From the graph, you find the domination number. Say, I'm not telling what is dominating set and domination number. That is a pure mathematical. Forget about it. You convert the reality into graph model. From the graph model, apply the concept of domination, get the number, and that number is the minimum. Not only that number, that place is also located. Okay, so the solution of finding the minimum number of radars are required to monitor the entire system is nothing but finding the domination number of the corresponding graph. Let us see later. Now, how many minimum number of police stations are required to safeguard a particular area? You see the Kodaikanal Mother Teresa Women's University. Kodaikanal is a very huge area. Of course, a very excellent travelers area. You see, in the Kodaikanal, no two police stations are adjacent, right? At the entrance of the Kodaikanal bus stop, there is one police station. At the entrance of the university, there is one, not like that. Okay, there is one particular area. Say every police station has a capacity to monitor up to certain distance only. Am I correct? If you depute one police station at one particular place of the Kodaikanal, then the police station can take or control up to a certain radius. For example, say 20 kilometers. Okay. Again, apart from the 20 kilometers, they will fix another police station. So likewise, I got to cover the entire Kodaikanal area. Now the question is, how many minimum number of police stations are required? It's a really problem. Am I correct? Am I correct? Right? So these are really problem. How many minimum number of police stations are required? How many minimum number of radars are required to secure our country? Similarly, we are nowadays everything is cell phone now. So இன்னைக்கு மூச்சு விடாம இருந்தோம் செல் இல்லாம இருக்க முடியாது ரைட்டா ஸோ இப்போ நமக்கு இருக்க ப்ராப்ளம் என்ன டவர் இல்லை டவர் இல்லை டவர் இல்லை now the question is how many minimum number of cell phone towers are required in order to give hassle-free network connection? Am I correct? Like BSNL, Geo, so many cell phone companies are in the queue line, right? Suppose we are talking about Geo number. So because of the network connectivity, how it is possible? Because of the network cell phone tower, right? Right? Because of the installation of cell phone tower. Okay, let us assume that I have to give network connection to all over India. Can I install or can I depute cell phone tower in each and every 10 kilometers or every 1 kilometer? Not possible. India is a very huge country. Then how how we communicate without any hassle free? Thing is installation of cell phone tower. Right? Thing is so the question is how many minimum number of cell phone towers are required? Not only how many where we got to fix. It's a real life problem. Right? The solution of this real life problem is nothing but finding a domination number. That is one particular area of the corresponding physical problem. Well, right? Again, not only in Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, how to run a chemistry lab, how to run a chemistry lab with a minimum that there we use the graph theory, how to safeguard a particular place by deploying a security persons, then assigning a frequency channels, even in military, we are using graph theory. Graph theory is used to find the shortest path in a road or a network. If you want to find the shortest path, we are using graph theory. Suppose if you want to travel from one place to other place, okay, take your mobile, switch on Google Map, put your starting point. No need nowadays, even a starting point itself they need to locate it. Your cell phone, even you need not put your location from the from the satellite. It will automatically identify the starting point. Just you enter the enter the destination, type the place. Just you click, your mobile will give a shortest route. Is it? Am I correct? You need not put your point also. From your cell phone, the cell phone automatically identify your location, and it is ready to start. Okay. Once you click the destination place, within a fraction of a second in your mobile, you will get a route. How it is possible? Because of the tremendous growth of mathematics beginning, especially graph theory. So we need not panic about it. Even a flight, suppose if you want to go, if I want to visit from here to Bangkok or something else, okay. It is not the talent of a pilot. Don't think that the pilot is an excellent talent. Not like that. Pilot doesn't know anything. He will simply sit in the flight from Chennai to Bangkok. Just to enter one button. Inside the monitor, a route will automatically develop. The role of the pilot is just to keep on that steering, that something else. Just you'll want that channel, automatically will go. So don't think that even we can run a flight from here to USA. Don't bother about it. Everything is automatically calculated, including time also, including speed also. So it is possible because of the tremendous mathematics growth, especially graph theory. In Google Map, various locations are presented as a. So how the Google Map? The Google Map completely depends upon graph theory. Say again, at this stage, still I'm not telling what is a graph and all. There are many different names of the graph. I got about it. Just you in the Google Map, various locations are first as the vertices. Okay, say there are many vertices are there. The locations are the vertices, are nodes, and the roads are the edges. Okay, graph theory is used to find the shortest path between two nodes. So you take a Google map, is the node or the vertices, and the road represents edges or road. Okay, then if that is the case, graph theory is used to find the shortest path between two nodes. And the graph theory is also very useful to in operational research also. There are some more problems that can be solved using graph theory. Say in transportation problem, I have to transport all the material from all the factory depending upon the availability with the minimum cost. I have to identify the route with the minimum cost. Okay. Suppose there are n factories are there available, n districts are available. I have to transport all the materials from all the districts to all the districts, depending upon the need, depending upon the need, depending upon the demand. I got to supply with the minimum cost. Again, there graph theory plays a vital role. The transportation problem, when we need to minimize the transportation cost or maximize the profit, a graph theoretical approach is very useful. Similarly, we have to assign assignment problem. In assignment problem, I have to assign a correct job to correct person. So I cannot assign a particular, I cannot assign a software, I cannot assign a particular software to a doctor because he doesn't know, right? So I have to allocate a correct job to correct person. You have to, some jobs are there, some persons are there. I have to allocate correct job to correct person in such a way that the total completion time of the particular project is minimum. So it is also used in different assignment problems, such as assigning different people to different jobs. So manage of timetable for school or colleges, that is we use graph theory. Nowadays, Google Map is a very useful tool for traveling anywhere in the world, as I already told you. Okay, you don't bother about it. We need not panic about it. The Google Map is an excellent for traveling anywhere in the world. Using Google Map, we can travel all routes from any place to any other place, and also can find the shortest route. In case of a Google Map, we can consider the places as the vertices of the graph, and the routes are the edges. Using the software in the Google Map, it is possible to find edges between these two places or the vertices, and also gives the shortest edges as the shortest path. Again, say for those who doesn't know about the basics of graph theory, just I will tell some of the basic definitions. It is which is required to for our further discussion as for the application side is concerned. There is one specified graph called the bipolar graph. Let me tell another 1 or 2 minutes what is bipolar graph. Bipolar graph means you vertex set is partitioned into two disjoint subset V1 and V2, such that every edge joins a point of V1 to joins a point of V2, and there is no edge among V1 as well as among V2. Okay, so this is and we call that as a K M comma N. That is K M is there is M vertices on the upside and N vertices on the lower side. If edge exists, that edge joins a vertex of P1, joins a vertex of. Say, if we see in the PPT, just to see there are 6 vertices are there, right? 3 vertices are in top and another 3 vertices in bottom. You see edge, one vertex from the edges are from top to bottom, or bottom to top, vice versa. And there is no edge among the top as well as no edge among the bottom. Okay, this is called a bipartite graph. And this bipartite graph plays a vital role as far as many application side that I will come to the later part. So this is called a K3, 3 graph. Say for example, this is a bipartite graph, and it is used to find how to choose how to conduct NSS camp with the minimum number of people. That I will come to the later part. Okay, and now in graph theory, there are many different numbers are available. One of the number is a chromatic number of a graph. Let me define what is chromatic number. Chromatic number means the minimum number of colors required to color all the vertices of a graph in such a way that adjacent vertices do not receive same color. Right? I will repeat the graph. And it is chi of G. Chi means a chromatic. A chromatic number of a graph G is nothing but you have to give color to the vertex. நீங்க என்ன நினைக்கலாம், இது என்ன சின்ன குழப்பமா இருக்கு, ஒரு படத்தை போட்டு கலர் கொடுத்து அந்த கலர் என்ன சார் யூஸ் கேட்கலாம். I say don't think that it is an elementary problem. Even if it is an elementary problem, that plays a tremendous application in science and technology. You can draw a graph. Now you have to give color to the vertices of the graph under the condition that adjacent vertices do not receive same color. Right? For example, you put a vertex V1 as color red. Don't give the same color to the vertices which are adjacent to the V1. Next, you take a color blue. Don't give the same color blue to all the vertices which are adjacent to the same vertex. Similarly, keep on doing. That is, now you count the number, it should be minimum. Now that number is a chromatic number. Okay. So the chromatic number of a graph is nothing but the minimum number of colors required to color all the vertices of a graph in such a way that adjacent vertices do not receive same color. It's called a chromatic number of a graph. This chromatic number plays a vital role for application side. So நீங்க நினைக்கிற சோஃபா சார் என்ன சார் நீங்க சொல்லிட்டே போறீங்க, எங்க யூஸ் where that is my next. Say, don't say that graph theory is used here, graph theory is applied here. In what way, or in what concept, in what context that particular concept is used in graph theory? That is more important. Nowadays, people are telling that graph theory is used in medical field, graph theory is used in image processing, graph theory is used in computer. Now, don't think that. How the concept of graph is, that is more important. So let me explain this with a simple example, that is with the chromatic number. Okay. Don't say that the chromatic number is used in that particular area. How the concept of chromatic number is used? As I already told you, as I already told you, your physical problem must be converted into graph theoretical language. Am I correct? Your physical or mental or any problem must be converted into graph language, right? And then you decide which cancer you are. That's it. So first thing is you must know how to convert your reality into graph model. Then depending upon the nature of the problem, nature of the graph, you decide which parameter you are going to take. In some of the graphs, you may take a chromatic number. In some situation, you can take for domination number. In some situation, you may take for connected domination number. In some situation, you can take a paired domination number, like that, right? Right? So I think you can, so depending upon the nature of the graph, participants kindly mute yourself, madam. Hello. Okay.
Students,
Hello.
please mute your camera.
Plus some of the participants are mic is on. Okay. Okay. Depending upon the nature of the graph, you decide which parameter you are going to apply. Then you identify the parameter, get the number. That number is the solution of the Rayleigh problem. So let me explain how. Now let me now explain how your Rayleigh problem can be converted into graph model. Right? So far, I am telling whatever may be the problem you are facing now, you convert into graph model, then you can, okay, that is over. Now, I will explain how to convert your reality into graph model. Before that, let me see the problem. The problem is, let me see the basic problem. The problem is that you know FM, nowadays many FM, Kodai FM, Suryan FM, Hello FM, Sun FM, many FMs are available, right? Suppose some thousand or assume that there are thousand radio broadcasting companies are applied to the Ministry of Broadcasting to get the frequency channel. Say without frequency channel, it is not, say 93.5, 102.1, many FM radios are available. Na? So that should be given by the Ministry of Broadcasting and Government of India, right? Suppose 1,000 broadcasting companies have applied to get the minister for getting frequency channel. Now it is headache of the minister to assign frequency channel. Okay, suppose if I receive 1 lakh different 1 lakh applications, is it possible to give 1 lakh frequency channel? Not possible. Am I correct? I cannot assign a different frequency to each and every channel. I cannot assign a different frequency to each and every companies. Now the question is, I got to assign a minimum number of frequency channel so that no two one is get overlapped, right? Am I correct? Overlapping in Kodai FM la panda பாட்டும் Hello FM overlap ஆகக்கூடாது, right? சூரியன் ஏகப்பட்ட சேனல் இருக்கு, ரைட்டா? எந்த ரெண்டு எஃப்எம் ரேடியோ உடைய ஃப்ரீக்வன்சியும் ஓவர்லாப் ஆகக்கூடாது. ஓவர்லாப் அவங்களுக்கு பாட்டு கேட்காது. Now the problem is, now it is a headache of the minister to assign, that ministry to assign a different frequency channel. Assume that there are 1 lakh applications are received. Now the ministry can never give an arbitrary frequency channel to an arbitrary company. Then they will file a case. Am I right? And they cannot decide their own. What to do? It's a practical problem. I repeat the problem. Assume there are 1 lakh companies are applied to the Ministry of Broadcasting to get a different frequency channel. Now the question is, now the Ministry of Broadcasting will never sanction different 1 lakh frequency channel. That is a different number to each and every companies that they receive the applications. Right? Now the question is, how many minimum number of frequency channels are required? Not only how many, where they have to give. That's a really problem. Am I correct? Right? Right? It's a really problem. Your physics will never solve the problem. Your chemistry will never solve the problem. Even a computer science will never solve. Mathematics, especially graph theory, it has got fantastic solution to solve this type of problem. To be more clarity, let us minimize the number only 6. Okay. See the problem. 6 broadcasting companies, say C1, C2, C3, etc. C6, have applied to the Minister of Broadcasting for get frequency channel. If 2 companies transmitters are within 200 kilometers of each other, they cannot be assigned the same frequency since there will be too much of interference. If each company has got different transmitter. If one company's transmitter is less than, we assume, okay, if one company's transmitter is less than 200 kilometer to of other company, then overlap will occur. We assume that every company's transmitter must be beyond 200 kilometer. Okay. Now the minister wishes to assign as small as the number of different frequencies possible, taking this interference into account. Okay, the problem, I repeat the problem. 6 companies are applied to get different frequency channel. What is the condition? If 2 companies transmitters are within 200 kilometers of each other, they cannot be assigned same frequency. For example, if I allocate 98.5 for a particular company, the same 98.5 can never be allocated to some other company. Their transmitter is less than, if the transmitter is installed less than 200 kilometers, okay? That is the mean. The 2 company transmitters within 200 kilometers to each other, they cannot assign the same frequency since there will be too much of interference and overlap may be occur. Now, the problem is how many minimum number of frequency channels are required in such a way that no problem will arise. Now, it is a headache of the ministry, right? It's a pure real problem. The solution of this problem is nothing but finding one parameter of the graph theoretical representation of your real life problem. Am I correct? So now you convert this into graph model. First thing is step 1 is you convert this into graph model by way of vertex and edges. How many companies applied? 6 companies applied. So put 6 vertex C1, C2, C3, C4, C5, C6. Okay. Now I am telling how to convert this reality into graph model. If 1 lakh companies applied to the ministry to get different frequency channel, put 1 lakh vertex. So in this exam, only 6 companies applied. So put 6 vertex as C1, C2, C3, etc. C6. Now, how to join an edge? Remember, if one company's transmitter is less than 200 kilometers, don't join an edge because you have overlapping reactors. So in this way, you can join the edge, otherwise don't join an edge. I repeat, 6 companies are applied, put 6 vertex. If the distance between one vertex to other vertex is less than 200 kilometers, don't join an edge. Otherwise, you can join an edge. In this way, you can obtain a very nice graph of this real life problem. See in the PPT, see in the graph, there are 6 companies. So 6 vertex C1, C2, C3, C4, C5. Edge means what? So in the right side, one edge is there. That means what? This company's transmitter is less than 200 kilometer. I can join an edge. Again, say for example, as V1, right side V2, V3, V4, V5, V6. Okay. அது பாருங்க அந்த மேல டாப் மோஸ்ட் வெட்டதுக்கும் பாட்டம் வரைக்கும் எட்ஜ் இல்ல. அப்ப என்ன அர்த்தம்னா இந்த ரெண்டு கம்பெனிகளுடைய டிரான்ஸ்மிட்டர் எட்ஜ் மோர் தென் 200 கிலோமீட்டர். ரைட்டா? சோ அப்ப என்ன பண்ண பிராக்டிகலா if I assume the 98.5 as frequency channel for top company, the same frequency channel can be applied to the bottom company because the overlap will never occur. Am I correct? Which in turn the concept of chromatic number plays. Here you have to give now the solution of this problem is nothing but finding the chromatic number of the corresponding graph. Am I correct? Am I correct? So first thing is I identify the physical problem into graph model as vertex, as vertices or edges, as the companies are the vertices. If the company's transmitter is less than 200 kilometer edges, so I apply a nice graph. From this graph, I have to find the chromatic number. What is the chromatic number? I have to give color to each and every vertices in such a way that adjacent vertices do not receive same color. Now, what is the chromatic number of the graph? Anybody can tell what is the chromatic number of the graph? Say, let us try. Firstly, in the topmost, you can give green color. In the right side, you cannot give same green color because the adjacency is there. You can give red color. Okay, in the bottom, you cannot give red as well as green because if you give red, it is adjacent to that. If you give blue, it is adjacent. So you take other color yellow. So for here, red, green, yellow. Again, you need not take one more color because the same color can be given to this vertex. That yellow can be given here. The red can be given here. Okay, so only 3 colors are sufficient. So that 3 is a chromatic number. So the chromatic number of the graph is just a minute. Sir, good morning, sir. Sure. Sorry for this one. Okay, so the chromatic number of this graph is 3. Again, don't think that the sir. Mind நான் கொடுத்துருவா தான் மைண்ட் கொடுத்தா ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை நான் வாங்க உள்ள போயிட்டு வெளியே வருவாங்க சேட்டை அஞ்சே நான் கொடுத்துறேன் சார் நான் கொடுத்துறேன். Sorry. Okay, so the chromatic number is 3. Now the solution of this problem is 3. That means the ministry only assigned 3 different frequency channel satisfying 6 companies. So if 1 lakh companies applied for the ministry to get a frequency channel, that can be all the 1 lakh applications, or you have to draw a very big graph. The 1 lakh vertices, find the chromatic number. That number is sufficient, right? So the solution of this problem is nothing but finding the chromatic number of the corresponding graph. So that is why from the beginning, I used to tell that whatever may be the problem, first thing is you convert into graph model by way of vertex and edges. Then you decide which parameter apply. Say for this problem, I can take for chromatic number. For some other problem, I can take some other number. So depending upon the nature of the problem, you can identify the parameter and apply, you will get it. That is the solution. So the solution of getting a minimum number of frequency channel to get without any hindrance is nothing but finding the chromatic number of the corresponding graph theoretical notation of the real life problem. Okay. Well, the next one is similarly. So this don't think that graph is used only for electronic item. This is also used for a human. Say we are human being. We are human being. We have infant buds. Today, I may be a good person to you. Tomorrow, I may be a wrong person to you. Am I correct? In between, I receive many communications, either good or bad. That's our human nature. See, our brain contains billions of neurons. It is always thinking, thinking, thinking. The moment I may think that he's a good person, then tomorrow or after 1 hour, the same brain will think he's a very bad person. What happened in between? In between, we receive billions of neurons in distractions. Okay, the concept of graph theory plays to solve such a human-related problem also. Even in chemistry, we are using graph theory. You may wonder why the concept of chemistry will say. Don't think that just I converted the chemical molecule into graph. Not like that. Suppose if I want to establish a chemistry lab in the Kodaikanal Mother Teresa Women's University, there we need mathematics. Am I correct? Let us assume that the chemistry lab of Mother Teresa Kodaikanal University consisting of very huge chemistry lab. Okay, the chemistry lab contains heavy different chemicals are there. Some of the chemicals, if you mix some of the chemicals, it will get exploited. It will expose. Some of the chemicals, even if you mix, they won't react. Okay, that depending upon the nature. Suppose assume that the chemistry lab contains 1 lakh different varieties of liquid, say hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, salt, etc. The chemistry lab can assume that the chemistry lab of Mother Teresa Women's University consisting of 1 lakh different varieties of chemical. I don't know if I don't know which two chemical will get reacted. Okay. So the chemistry professor know, but the chemistry professor should know if I mix these two chemical, it won't react. If I mix these two chemical in a particular bottle, it definitely will react. Then in that case, the chemistry professor should put it as separate bottle. Okay. Say one chemical is one bottle and another chemical is another bottle. Because if they mix these two chemicals in the same bottle, it will expire. Okay. And some of the chemicals may be mixed. After students are using some technique, we will separate it. Now the question is, how many minimum number of bottles are required to safeguard, to accommodate all the chemical in the chemistry lab? It's a really problem. Am I correct? Right? Am I correct? It's a really problem. How to solve the problem? Even your chemistry will never solve it. Even the chemistry problem, the subject chemistry will never solve the problem. There we need mathematics. Now the question is, my question is, how many minimum number of chemical bottles are required to safeguard all the chemicals in a particular laboratory? I cannot purchase 1 lakh different bottles. If I purchase 1 lakh bottles, then the entire chemistry lab consisting of bottles only. It is not possible to store it. Now the question is, how many minimum number of bottles are required to safeguard everything? How to solve the problem? Again, graph theory. Very simple. You convert this into graph model. That means your chemistry lab of Mother Teresa Women's University can be converted into graph model by way of vertex and edges. Then find the chromatic number, and that is the solution of the real life problem. Now the problem is, suppose that the vertices of a graph G represents a different kinds of chemicals needed in some manufacturing process. For each of their chemicals that might explode if combined, there is an edge between the corresponding vertices. Now the question is, what is the minimum number of storage areas are required? The chromatic number of this graph is the number of different storage areas required so that no two channels that which exposed are stored. Okay. Again, so that is application for so these two concept place these two that is the chromatic, these two examples, you got to apply chromatic number. So don't think that the chromatic number is the only way to solve the problem. For example, suppose I have to give a water connection for a particular village. Okay, or we have village consisting, for example, a particular village consisting of 100 say 1,000 houses are there. Okay, there is only one water tank. Only one water tank. Assume there only one water tank. From the water tank, I have to give connection to different 1,000 houses. Is it possible to purchase 1,000 big pipes and all the 1,000 pipes are plugged into the water tank? From the water tank, a separate pipe for each and every house. Is it so? Is it possible? Not possible. If that is the case, the entire village consisting of pipe only. Then how it works? How it works? Remember, I will repeat the question. A particular village, I have to give water connection to each and every village. There is only one water tank. Assume there are 1,000 houses are there. From the water tank, I have to give 1,000 connections to each and every 1,000 connections. That means I got to lay a pipeline and underground to each and every house. Definitely, it is not possible to purchase a different length of 1,000 pipes from each one. Direct connection is not possible, right? Then the water tank itself is not sufficient. Then how it works? Dire mathematics, dire graph theory. The thing is, you convert this into graph model by way of vertex and edges. Here you are applying Prim's algorithm. Instead of a chromatic number, you can go for Prim's algorithm or Kruskal's algorithm. You will get it. There, in this algorithm, you will find the shortest path. Okay, say, see the graph. From this graph, the vertices are the villages. Okay, if there are 1,000 houses are there, put 1,000 vertex. If there is a possibility of giving pipeline connection from one house to other house, you can join an edge. Now, using Prim's algorithm or Kruskal's algorithm, you can find the shortest spanning tree. Say here the technical term spanning tree for those who do not know about the basic concept of graph theory, just to listen. What is spanning tree? Spanning tree means it should be a tree. What is tree? Connected acyclic graph is called a tree. Okay, tree means what? The graph should be connected and cycle is not there. That is connected acyclic graph. Spanning tree means what? There is a difference between spanning and the induced. Spanning tree means vector set are same. Edge set may or may not be there. Okay. If there are 1,000 villages, put 1,000 vertex. In the spanning tree, the 1,000 vertex must be there. Some of the edges may be deleted or may not be deleted. I don't bother about it. I have to draw a spanning tree. I have to draw a tree with the heart, with 1,000 vertices. It's called a spanning tree. So a connected acyclic graph is called a spanning tree. So the Prim's algorithm will give excellent spanning tree. They say this is a graph. Say here 6 vertices are there. There are 6 vertices. Here see some of the edges are not there. That means you have to give connection to this way. Say from the water tank, give a pipeline to here, then a pipeline to here, then another pipeline to here, another pipeline to here. So if you assign or if you install a pipeline under the ground using this algorithm, you will, of course, that is a minimum, satisfy the condition that it should satisfy. It will transport or it will send the water to all the 1,000 houses. So remember, in the previous example, I talked about the chromatic number. Here I am telling something, it is not a chromatic. So that's why I'm telling that if the thing is, you must convert into graph model. Depending upon the nature of the problem, you choose the parameter. One is I choose the chromatic number. There I choose some algorithm. There I choose domination number. There I choose a triple connected domination, likewise. Okay. So depending upon the nature, you decide the problem. Okay. So in this installation of water connection or even electrical connection network, even in our house, we are giving three-phase connection, even factories. So without overlapping or without how it is possible because of the graph theory. You convert this into graph model, applying Prim's or Kruskal's algorithm or some more algorithm, suitable algorithm. You can find it. Here I can apply a spanning tree. Suppose if I want some other application, I slightly modify this algorithm and I'll make it some other structure. Okay. So there we use and even in universities or colleges, allocation of timetable, because a particular professor can never go to two professors can never in the same class. Am I correct? Am I correct? Even in Mother Teresa Kodaikanal University, you see that every faculty must have a different timetable. Okay, so Suppose in a huge, even software companies, the system should be no two system can be interconnected. Or assume that a college or a university is currently offering the classes a CM to CN and needs to schedule a final examinations. And this is based a very example for the controller of examination to conduct the examinations. So that whenever there is a student taking classes CA and the CJ, for example, a particular student is taking a classes CA and the CJ, the examination for a particular student will never overlap. Okay. And there is a student taking class CA and CJ, the examination in these two classes must be given at a different time every period. Suppose in a university or even even conducting a JEE entrance examination or GATE or something else, in terms of lakhs and lakhs people are appearing for different examinations. If I forget about a particular university, very small university, suppose they are going to apply a JAMB examination or JEE or something else or IET examination, a particular student can appear different type of examination. Okay, we have to give input to all the examinations. Now the question is, what is the least number of time schedule to be required? It's a fantastic problem. Again, your chemistry, your biology, your economy will never solve the problem. Mathematics, especially graph theory, can solve the problem. So here we convert it to bipart graph. Say in the A-list structure, we explain some other graph. Here we can go for bipart graph. So I already explained bipart graph. You can go through it. So you convert this into bipart graph, and then you apply a particular parameter, you will get it. There you will get the independence number beta. So you convert this into graph model, find the independence number. Independence means what? A subset of B is said to be independent if no two vertices in S are adjacent. Say in a particular set, no two vertices are adjacent. Then the independence number beta of G is a maximum cardinality of an independent set. So in view of all the above, graphs are used in everyday life, from the local newspaper to the magazine. Graph theory is used to model the website designing process. Even now, every day is online, examination online, bank exam, education online, banking online, everything's online. Nowadays, hereafter online marriage, online divorce, things may go. Say near future, in my opinion, there is no space in the space. Am I correct? Because every day we are sending satellite to the space. In the space, there is no space. இங்கே சேட்டலைட் விட்டே இருக்கும். இங்க போற சேட்டலைட்ல மேல போற ஸ்பேஸ் ஒண்ணும் அங்கே because of the tremendous every days they are developing a website and everything is online. So the day will come, everything will get jammed. Again, the people will give some other technique to tackle that problem also. Likewise the 2K problem, right? In near future, there is no space in the space because of the tremendous satellite we are sending. Graph theory is used to design a website designing process. Here, the web pages are represented by the vertices. You may think, sir, how the website is related with the graph theory? Yes, the website web pages, there are different pages are there. Web pages are represented by the vertices, and the links between them are represented by the edges in the graph. In graph theory, such a graph is called even a Facebook. Say Facebook, everything nodes are, say the Facebook, you see, you take your mobile, you switch on your Facebook, many vertex and edges are there, no? The vertices are very node, the vertices are nodes, edges are arrows are there, but nothing but a graph, okay? There we choose a complete bipart graph. Again, graph theory, a road network can be modeled with the intersections and the vertices and the structures of the road between them as edges. This is how the Google map, for example, computes the best route for you to travel. Say, Google map will always give you best one. Say, from Kodaikanal to Madurai, different places are there. Okay, via the 4 ways are there, via Vadipatti, via Swalavan, many routes are there available. But Google will identify the shortest path. Just from the Kodaikanal, you switch on your mobile phone, then you enter the destination. The Google will calculate and give shortest path. Just you keep on put your steering in the car, you will go it. So it is possible because of the tremendous technology of graph theory. And one of my favorite applications of graph theory is finding the most important person in social network group of a people. I already told you, graph theory is not only in electronic but also in human being. For social network, if you, for example, if a particular person is very famous because of the media, am I correct? Social network, you must know the dependency, the degree centrality, how the person is more important. That is decided by the degree of a vertex. For example, if the degree of a vertex is 5, that means what 5 people are know that person. Am I correct? If the degree of vertex is 1000, that means 1000 edges can join to a particular vertex. That edges may be different, you can put it, give a different name, but the power of that particular node is 1000. That means 1000 person can like, 1000 people can join. So that is the most important person, social network theory. This can be done by representing each person by a vertex and each personal connection by an edge. Then you can calculate the degree centrality, cluster centrality, between centrality, or other type of centrality, depending upon what you mean by the most important person. You may mean that if a person is very good in publication, in my point of view, he is an important person. In other person, what is publication? Nothing else. If you know, if he is really true for God, he is in my point of view, he is good person. In some other point of view, no truth for God, no publication, he is a very rich person, he is good. In other person, rich is nothing straightforward person. So it varies from person to person. That is why you're putting the closer centrality, between centrality, centrality, other type of centrality. What do you mean with the most important? The most important person varies from person to person. I may think X is an important person for me. The same X is not important person for you. Okay. So first you decide, depending upon that, we will discuss. So the graph is used in social network theory. We are used to identify the most important person. Some of the real life situations are routing a vehicle in delivery system, road networks, supply main challenge, we can use graph theory. Even a Facebook, as I already told you, model the users, the connections with their friends in graph structure. Yeah. Now, graph in medical. Medical field graph theory has a tremendous growth. The components of the nervous system and the interactions are characterized as networks and are mainly represented as graphs where thousands of nodes are interconnected. Graph theory is a mathematical framework that helps put the interconnection of the human brain anatomically into perspective. So, likewise, its applications are many. Due to lack of time, I think I'll wind up with another just even a marriage problem. Nowadays, marriage is a very big problem. Even that problem can be solved with the help of mathematics. Right? Some persons say here that there be used their false theorem, false marriage. They say some boys are there, some girls are there. A boy has got a different girlfriend, a girl has got different boyfriend. Since we are living in India, a person can marry only one girl among his girlfriend, not other girlfriend. Okay. So under what condition a boy has to marry one of his girlfriend? There we can tackle this. We can tackle this problem by way of converting. Put boys are in one set, girls other set. Then you can draw the bipart graph. If a boy has a different girlfriend, you can join an edge, and a girl has to join an edge. In this way, you can obtain a nice bipart graph. Then applying Hall's theorem, you can go through it. Applying Hall's theorem, you may get a solution for it. So even in marriage, we use graph theory. Even factories, we are using graph theory. Even software company, we are using graph theory. Even cell phone connection, how to find the minimum number of routes. So everything is graph theory. Okay. So from top to bottom, without graph, nothing is there. So whatever may be the situation in your hand, whatever may be the situation in your hand, what we do is you convert your real life problem into graph model. Just put a vertex and the edge. There is no pure mathematics. No, let's say in pure mathematics, open set, closed set, axioms, continuous, discontinuous function, integral, differentiation, nothing else. Take the real life problem, convert your real life problem into graph by way of vertex and the edges. You can apply a beautiful structure of the graph. Then, depending upon the nature, decide which parameter you are going to apply, study the parameter, apply it, get the result, and interpret that with the physical situation. That is the beauty of graph theory. So, with this, I think, yes. So, another 1 minute I will going to wind up. So, whatever may be the problem you are facing now, again, I'm telling you what we do is you have to convert into graph model. Okay. So, graph in medical field, our human, say in our men are human, men are human body, our bones are vertices and the nerves are edges. Okay. If our body consisting of different joints, the joints are the vertex and nerves are the edges. In this way, you can convert a beautiful graph structure from your anatomy. Then applying the concept of either chromatic number or domination, whatever it may be, you can find a solution. Nowadays, brain tumor, abdomen tumor, then breast cancer, abdomen cancer, many cancer-related problems can be solved with the help of graph theory. Only thing is our human deficiency can be modeled as a graph. Depending upon the nature, you can identify the parameter, then you will get it. So graphs in medical field, graphs in networks, graphs in economics, everything is graph. Okay. So with this, I will wind up. So in a nutshell, again, I am telling you must identify the problem, convert the problem into mathematical language, that is graph theoretical language, apply a particular concept, get the result, and that is a solution for it. Thank you very much for your patience. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, Magadevan, sir.
Any questions? I think it is in my live YouTube. Any questions? Audience, you can place questions.
Girls,
Questions are most welcome.
I hope students are getting very tired, sir, because the second years just completed and entering the seminar.
Okay.
So 21st
What
only
up?
they completed the semester exams for second year, sir. The first year is very fresh.
Mahadevan, sir.
Yes, sir. Madam, how are you, madam? Fine.
Thank you for very much for your wonderful session. இடையில ஏதோ அப்படியே இன்டராக்ஷன் இருந்தது போல இருக்கு.
ஆமா ஆமா இல்ல தூக்கிறவங்கல்ல.
Thank you, sir. Ma Sharmila, session conclude பண்ணிக்கலாமாமா? Sir, wonderful session, sir. Thank you. Thanks
Okay,
for your contribution for our webinar.
Just to the situation where we use the concept of graph in real life. That's all. There is no derivation, no proof and all. The situation where we use the concept in real life. That's all.
That's true. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Shall I start, ma'am?
Ma feedback பண்ணிருங்க. Feedback கட்டாயமா fill பண்ணிருங்கம்மா. Student please, participants please fill the feedback.
Shall I start, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all others. I would like to thank our honorable speaker, Dr. G. Mahadevan sir, for visiting us and acculturate us with knowledge. It was very interesting when you start the session with saying graph is used in our very real life situation. It was very attractive, sir. Everything is possible with mathematics. Yes, sir, it is true. Now we can relate any situation in our day-to-day life with mathematics, sir, especially with the graph model. When the locations are represented by vertices and the roads are represented by edges and the graph theory is used, then it was amazing, sir. Now we are able to find the growth of mathematics in various fields. The definition of bipartite graph and chromatic number of a graph was really understandable, sir. Now I am very clear about the radio broadcasting with our chromatic number in graph. I extend a very really hard vote of thanks to our honorable speaker, Dr. G. Mahadevan sir, who spared his time from from his busiest schedule to grace the occasion. Thanks a lot, sir. The
Thank you.
vibration of gratitude attracts more positive things into our life. So I would like to request Ms. Batpa Priya to deliver her vote of thanks for our last day session in 3 days of.
Wait, Sharmila, wait. Before
Okay,
it, session brief பண்ணனும்ப்பா நம்மளோட செஷனோடது அது சொல்லிராஜ் சார் இன்வைட் பண்ணுமா
okay, ma'am.
சம்மரைஸ் பண்ணனும் நம்மளோடது மொத்தம் இதனோடத வந்து ஃபீட்பேக் சம்மரைசேஷன் இருக்கு ஃபுல்லா பிஃபோர் இட் சார் வந்து இந்த 3 days ப்ரோக்ராமை வந்து நமக்கு சம்மரைஸ் பண்ணுவாரு ஃபார் தட் யூ ரிக்வெஸ்ட் சார் மகாதேவன் சார் நீங்க ஸ்பீக் பண்ணிக்கங்க
Okay.
கைண்ட்லி ரிக்வெஸ்ட் டாக்டர் சோலைராஜ் சார்
I am ready, madam.
Sir, please start that, sir.
Request system சொல்றாங்களா இல்ல நான் ரீட் பண்ணலாமா?
இல்ல நீங்க பண்ணுங்கம்மா ஷர்மிளா.
Ma'am.
Professor Dr. Soliraj sir, who is one of the organizer of this 3 days webinar. You request our Professor Soliraj sir to brief the sessions, ma. 3 days session summarize பண்ணி sir explain பண்ண போறாரு. அத மட்டும் கொஞ்சம் sir invite பண்ணிருமா.
I would like to request Mr. Dr. Solirajan sir to
Give a brief report.
give a brief report, sir.
Webinar
Yes.
summary, ma. Professor, you start.
Yes, madam. Report of 3-day international webinar on applied mathematics. The Department of Mathematics, Mother Teresa Women University, Kodaikanal, organizes a 3-day international webinar on applied mathematics during 22-24 December 2020 towards the celebration of National Mathematics Day in the memory of great Indian philosopher Srinivasa Ramanujam. The main objective of the webinar is to discuss many mathematical ways which are very useful in our field, like as medicine, biology, mathematical model, clustering, network analysis, algorithm, data science, application of graph theory, and etc. The webinar is started with a presidential address by Vice Chancellor Dr. Vaidevi Vijayakumar of the university, explaining the great contribution of Srinivasa Ramanujam at 10 a.m. on 22 December 2020, National Mathematical Day. The inaugural address is given by Dr. C. Hilda Devi, Registrar of the University. He spoke about the important application in mathematics in the day-to-day activity of the human life. Dr. K. Bhuvaneshwari Madam, Head Department of Mathematics, Mother Teresa University, Kodaikanal, discussed the purpose of the international webinar, the overall contribution, the introduction, and gave all detail of all speakers from abroad in India, and outlined the benefit of the seminar to the research scholars and students throughout the globe and the world. She also invited all the participants in the welcome address of the first day of inaugural function. First day, 22/12/2020. On the first day, Dr. Rajesh Singh from Department of Mathematics, Ramanujam Center, Delhi University, Delhi, titled Graph with Equal Domination and Independent Domination Number, 11 to 12 p.m. 22/12/2020, has explained Queen graph, domination number, independent number, and discussed the sufficient condition for various classes of graph for which domination number and independent domination are equal. This is a good shot for Ramanujam celebration. Second, Dr. Pistosla, Department of Maths from Kashmir University, Kashmir, significance on numerical methods in computational fluid dynamics, 2 to 3 p.m. on the same first day, spoken about Laplacian eigenvalue of a graph and classify all the graphs having the same eigenvalue and discuss some application between graph theory and medicine. And third talk on the same day, first day, Dr. S. Bhuvaneshwari Madam, Head Department of Maths, Mother Teresa University, Kodaikanal, titled Application on Fluid Dynamics in Medical Field. Time 15 to 4 p.m. Explained the application of compressible fluid, incompressible fluid, viscous fluid, inviscous fluid in the area of the fluid dynamics towards the application of graph theory. Second day, 23rd December 2020, the first talk, Tamarai Thangam from Department of Nursing of Health and Medical Sciences, Pulohara University, Ethiopia, 10 to 11 a.m. titled Magnitude and Determination Factors of Malnutrition using Mathematical Model. Explain about the mathematical structure, modeling, and from the data science, from various factors related to the stress analysis in biology, including the curability of heart attack and pressure. The second talk on the second day, Professor A.N. Muhammad, Department of Mathematics, College of Natural and Computational Science from the same university, Ethiopia, time 11:45 a.m. to 1 p.m. Graph theory is an art of major role in mathematics and engineering application. He discussed many applications in the netcode using genetic algorithm, MATLAB programming, and other graphical technique, coloring also. And the third talk, Dr. Ram Gopal Nalan Chakra from Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics of Natural and Computational Sciences in the same university, talking time 2 to 3 p.m. On the second day, titled Significance of Numerical Method and Computation of Fluid Dynamics. He talking about many numerical technique in the fluid particle. The last is launched by Dr. S. Vimala, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, Mother Teresa University, Kodaikanal, 3:15 to 4 p.m. titled Fuzzy Domination in Graph. He discussed various fuzzy parameters in fuzzy graph to help solution in uncertain situation. The last day today, third day, 24th 12 2020, the first talk myself as one of the organizing secretary of this webinar, Department of Mathematics, Jamal Modu College, working. Time 10 to 10:45 a.m. New classes of Bimagic trees. Here I discussed 11 new classes of trees admitting Bimagic labeling by merging bath and finite copies of stock only. The next talk is given by Dr. C. Sivanyanam, Assistant Professor of Mathematics, University of Technology and Applied Science, Zur. Postbox number is given. Woman, time 11 to 12 p.m. Title, Impact of Various Domination Parameter, Graph Theory, explained Roman dimension number and other relevant parameters in the graph, and have idea more application in military maintaining the limiting area or border area of the country. Last, Dr. G. Mahadevan sir, Assistant Professor, Department of Maths, Gandhigram Rural Institute, Deemed University, Gandhigramam, Dundagal, Tamil Nadu, time 2 to 3 p.m., 24/12/2020, application of graph theory in science and technology. He highlighted out a geometric number of graph through which few application in the field of graph theory, from the structure of chemical bonding, structure of forest, structure of road line, structure of any type of lab. There are 120 plus student participants from Chennai Center, Coimbatore Center, Kodaikanal Center of Mother Teresa University, Kodaikanal, and 100 plus participants, including professor, research scholar from various areas, Tamil Nadu and throughout the globe, including India. There are 4 foreign speakers and 6 Indian speakers from various areas of India. The convener and organizer of the webinar, Dr. K. Bhuvaneshwari Madam. Organizing secretaries are myself and Dr. A. Soleraju and S. Vimala. Thank you all the participants for the successful completion of this international webinar, having a smooth contact without any missing event. Thank you all. Thank you all. One and all.
Thank you very much, Professor, for your valuable report. for all the 3 days. Again, we were recollected all the sessions. Because of your wording, again, we were recollected. Thank you. Thank you very much for the report, sir. Thank you very much. Shall we now go for a vote of session, sir? Vote of thanks.
madam. Yes, madam.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam.
Excellent, professor.
Thank you, madam.
சார் அது சாஃப்ட் காப்பி மட்டும் எங்களுக்கு கொஞ்சம் அப்படியே அனுப்பிடுங்க சார்.
எல்லாத்தையும் அனுப்பிச்சிடுறேன் மேடம். நான் பேசினது அப்புறம் அனுப்பிச்சு விட்டுறேன்.
ஆமாங்க சார். இந்த ரிப்போர்ட் சாஃப்ட் காப்பி அனுப்பிச்சு விட்டீங்கன்னா எனக்கு அப்படியே எடுத்து நான் ஃபைலுக்கு யூஸ் பண்ணிக்கலாம்.
உங்க ரிப்போர்ட்ஸ் பிளஸ் யூனிவர்சிட்டிக்கு நீங்க சப்மிட் பண்ணணும்ல.
Thank you, professor. Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma, vote of thanks.
Shall I start, ma'am?
Okay, ma'am.
Padma Priya.
Oh, okay, ma'am.
Yes.
Shall I start, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Gratitude makes sense of your past, brings peace for today, and create a vision for tomorrow. A very good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Padma Priya, MSc Mathematics, Mother Teresa Women's University, Kodaikanal. We have reached the end of 3-day international webinar on applied mathematics organized by Ramanujam Mathematical Club, Department of Mathematics, Mother Teresa Women's University, Kodaikanal. The Indian mathematician Srinivasa Ramanujam made contribution to the theory of numbers, including pioneering discoveries of properties of partition function. Srinivasa Ramanujam, the mathematical genius, came to be recognized only posthumously for his incredible contribution to the world of mathematics, leaving this world at the young age of 32. Srinivasa Ramanujan, 1887 to 1920, contributed a great deal to the mathematics that only a few could overtake in their lifetime. Born in Erode, Ramanujam demonstrated that he had an exceptional intuitive grasp of mathematics at a very young age. He began developing his theory in mathematics and published his first paper in 1911. In fact, he was the second Indian to be included as a fellow of the Royal Society 9A Fellowship of the world most respected and famous scientist in 1918. The field of number theory in mathematics was enriched with his intuitive research and his vast contribution. Everywhere, Srinivasa Ramanujan's birth anniversary on December 22 is commemorated as National Mathematics Day. In this connection, Ramanujam Mathematical Club, Department of Mathematics, Mother Teresa Women's University has reached the end of 3-day international webinar on applied mathematics. It gives me an immense pleasure to deliver the vote of thanks for this event to all the dignitaries assembled here. I would like to thank the dynamic woman of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Vaidehi Vijaykumar ma'am, for taking out time from their busy schedule and supporting and encouraging us for the great success of this webinar. The backbone of our university, respected Registered Dr. C. Hilda Devi ma'am, for supporting mentally and physically for organizing the webinar, and our respected Controller of Examination, Dr. S. Paul Mary Deborah ma'am, and our respected Dean of Science and Research, Professor Dr. Ramani ma'am, and our respected convener and organizer of this program, and head of the department, Dr. K. Bhuvaneswari ma'am, Associate Professor, Department of Mathematics, and our respected organizing secretary member, Dr. A. Soleraju sir, Associate Professor, Department of Mathematics, Jamal Muhammad College, Tiruchirappalli, Dr. S. Vimala ma'am, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics. I would like to thank our chief guest, our respected Dr. Rajesh sir, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, Ramanujan College, University of Delhi. Our respected Dr. S. Prasada sir, Professor, Department of Mathematics, University of Kashmir. Our respected Dr. K. Bhuvaneswari ma'am, Associate Professor and Head of Department,
Department of Mathematics, Mother Teresa Women's University, Kodaikanal. Our respected Thamari Thangam ma'am, lecturer, Department of Nursing, College of Health and Medical Sciences, Bulehora University, Ethiopia. Our respected Professor A.N. Mohammed sir, Department of Mathematics, College of Natural and Computational Sciences, Bulehora University, Bulehora, Ethiopia. Our respected Dr. Ram Kopal Nallan Chakravartula sir, Associate Professor, Department of Mathematics, College of Natural and Computational Sciences, Bulehora University, Bulehora, Ethiopia. Our respected Dr. S. Bimala ma'am, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, Mother Teresa Women's University, Kodaikanal. Our respected Dr. A. Soleraju sir, Associate Professor, Department of Mathematics, Jamal Muhammad College, Tiruchirappalli. Our respected Dr. C. Sivanyanam sir, Assistant Professor of Mathematics, University of Technology and Applied Sciences, Oman. Our respected Dr. G. Mahadevan sir, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, Gandhigram Rural Institute, deemed to be University, Gandhigram, who honored this function with their inspirational thought. I would like to thank our scholars, students, participants, volunteers, and those who have helped to this international webinar directly and indirectly. Last but not least, our beloved audience for making this function as a grand success. Once again, I thank one and all present here. Thank you so much.
My special thanks to technical assistant Kannan sir. Because of him, everything goes well. Ma Batma Priya, whether you intended or not.
Ma'am?
Kannan sir.
Kannan sir.
Our special thanks to you because of you.
Kannan கொடுத்துருங்க. அவர்தான் 3 days watch பண்ணிட்டு.
3 days sir.
Thank you ma'am. Thank you ma'am. Thanks a lot ma'am.
Thank பண்ணலையம்மா மறந்துட்டீங்களா? நான் பண்ணணும்னு
சொல்லிருங்க.
அவ்வளவுதான். On behalf of Mother Teresa Women's University, Department of Mathematics, my special thanks to the technical person who were the backbone for this conference, for this webinar, because of his moral support, without hesitating for any that is a network problem or a electrical problem, whatever may be, sir balanced everything. Sir, our special thanks on behalf of our mathematics departments. Our special thanks to you. Because of you, we did our program successfully. Thank you very much on behalf of all our student faculty members. I thank to you once again.
Thank you ma'am. Thanks a lot ma'am.
Professor Soleraj sir for organizing such a wonderful technical person for this webinar. Thank you, Professor.
Thank you, madam.
Soleraj sir, whenever I call and I interact with the professor used to tell, okay ma'am, we will finish it. Positive word, positive vibration I got from Professor Soleraj sir. And
sure,
Mahadevan sir also supported us to fix the resource person. So for that, Professor Mahadevan sir, special thanks to you also.
Thank you, madam.
Our first year student, I don't want to tell any special thanks to my colleague, my sister Vimala, since both are in the same boat. So I don't want to thank her. Vimala, whether you are expecting. Anyway.
No ma'am, I did my duty. Thank you ma'am.
Telling thanks to you, you may be different from our department. So both on behalf of you also, I am telling the thanks.
Ma'am, I also thank to you to giving this such a wonderful program for us, because we are a part of a department and university.
I gave only 1 day time for our first year students, since all are from the different place, but the students did excellent cooperation. Excellent, that is master of ceremony and whatever the chief guest introduction, note of thanks and reporting each and every professor talk, everything they did well. In the first experience, they got an opportunity to talk in the international webinar. So for that, I thank Almighty, as well as I got such, again I thank Almighty, I got such a wonderful students. And the second year also, they are doing well, they did well. And they are supporting me in all the aspects, since up to 21st morning and 21st up to afternoon, they have their exam paper sending and CD sending work. Even though they are having that work, they did well now. I thank my beloved first year and second year MPhil scholars and research scholars for making this program as very successful.
Ma'am, please. முடிச்சு போன ஸ்டூடண்ட்ஸும் உள்ள இருக்காங்க.
Yeah. Again I come back. And I thank our alumni, PhD scholars who came for Krishna Prabha, Amaravati and Vimala Madam scholars, others, and my PhD scholars alumni of this mathematics department and current research scholar, PhD and first year, second year, everyone. I thank Almighty for giving me such a wonderful, active, knowledgeable student. They did their department program. Since Ramanujam Club is for them, they are organized their program. Just I show the pathway and gave all valuable magnitude support from Soleraj sir and other Sir Mahadevan sir and all foreign professors and Indian professors supported us. They came for the talk in the time. They maintained the punctuality. For that, I thank Almighty to give such a group to conduct this webinar. Thank you one and all. Again, I thank you Kannan sir, Soleraj sir and Mahadevan sir. Thank you sir, thank you Vimala, thank you all making me to be happy in this program. I thank all administrative and academic staff members who were supported us in doing this program success in Mother Teresa Women's University, Kodaikanal. Thank you one and all. And our office staff in Chennai. I thank all the center coordinators and faculty members from other department, art, science, everyone who support makes us to make this program successful. Thank you one and all.
Very nice, very nice. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for
Thank
a
you,
nice
sir.
opportunity.
Magadevan sir,
Sorry,
thank
madam.
you.
Sir,
Madam, thank you. Thank you.
First year students, immediately join to my class, create a link, your paper, I'll start my class, ma.
After the conference, immediate class, sir. Power, madam.
Cover பண்ணியாங்க.
They are tired. Already they are tired.
ஆமா.
அதனால ஒரு faculty medical leave உள்ளதுனால அவங்களோட portions cover பண்ணியாங்க internalக்கு.
Okay.
Fill your feedback in the feedback form and then come back to that. Now the time is sharply 4 o'clock. I'll start the class. Thank you, Professor. Thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you, madam.
Thank you,
I'm
sir.
leaving, madam. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I'm leaving. Yeah, thank you.
கண்ணன் சார் கொஞ்சம் ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. கண்ணன் சார்.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
எல்லாம் ரெக்கார்ட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. அட்டெண்டன்ஸ் வாங்கிட்டு வெளியில வாங்க.
கண்டிப்பா சார். Thank you.
ஒரு 10 நிமிஷம் வெயிட் பண்ணி யாராவது ஃபீட் ஃபார்ம் போட்டால் அதெல்லாம் எடுத்துக்கோங்க மேம்.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Thank you, Professor.
வெரி மச் சார். நீங்க தான் ரொம்ப கஷ்டப்பட்டது என்னோட.
ஐயோ, நோ ப்ராப்ளம்.
நோ இஷ்யூ வந்து பழையவங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி வார்த்தையே கிடையாது. அந்த அளவுக்கு பண்ணிருக்கீங்க.
Thank you.
என்ன ரொம்ப நான் கஷ்டப்படுத்திருக்கேன்.
பண்ணிருக்கீங்க சார். நல்லா பண்ணி கொடுத்தீங்க.
Kannan sir.
Madam, thank you, ma'am.
Kannan sir, thank you and share your number to here, sir.
Sure, ma'am. Kandipa, ma'am.
Okay.
I have no words to express my thanks to everyone, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Almighty.
Thank you, ma'am.
All in the same group for all the future program also.
Thank you, ma'am. So nice of you, ma'am. Thank you.
Sir, in the February onwards, from the February first week to March end, we plan to conduct that quiz program.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Each and every since in Coimbatore, in Tamil Nadu, we are having 8 regions. We divide it into north, south, and east, west. We will split it into 2 regions in one zone, and each zone we will plan to conduct this program for third year students and CSR net coaching based program, training program for our second MSc. So we will call all third year, first year, and second year. I'll give a nice team to you for mathematicians also with us to interact the student. So that will flourish more in your works or your support, sir. For that, they are expecting your support also.
Sure, ma'am. Always, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Any feedback from student side? Oral feedback? Anybody's? Kindly unmute your camera.
Man, vote of thanks க்கு முன்னால தான் feedback கேட்கணும்.
இது வந்து இதுல அந்த செமினார் ஃபீட்பேக்ல பிள்ளைங்களோட திங்கிங் எப்படி இருக்கு அவ்வளவுதான். Okay, I leave, ma. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Kannan. Once again, I thank you.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot, ma'am.
Thank you, Kannan sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
கண்ணன் சார் சாப்பிட்டீங்களா லஞ்ச்?
சாப்பிட்டோம் ப்ரோ சார்.
அண்ணன் சாப்பிடல, சாப்பிட்டு
சார்.
எனக்கு ஒரு மாதிரி அந்த ரிப்போர்ட் ப்ரிப்பேர் பண்ணிட்டு இருந்தேன்.
சரிங்க ப்ரோ.
அதனால என்னால சாப்பிட முடியல.
ஓஹோ.
நேரத்துல சொன்ன வருத்தப்படுவாங்கன்னு சொல்லல.
சரிங்க சார்.
நல்லபடியா முடிச்சு கொடுத்தாச்சு. சூப்பர். நான் போய் சாப்பிட போறேன்.
சாப்பிட்டுவாங்க சார்.
ஃபார்ம் எல்லாம் ஃபுல்லா போடுங்க. நான் ஒரு 5 o'clock உங்ககிட்ட பேசுறேன்.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for full support.
தேங்க்யூ
நான்
சார்.
ரொம்ப உங்களை டிஸ்டர்ப் பண்ணிருக்கேன்னு எனக்கு தெரியும்.
ஐயோ நோ ப்ராப்ளம்.
இவ்வளவு ஒத்துழைக்கிறது ரொம்ப அதிசயம்.
தேங்க்யூ சார்.
இவ்வளவு ஒத்துழைக்கிறது ரொம்ப அதிசயம். ரைட் சார்.
தேங்க்யூ ப்ரோ சார்.
தேங்க்ஸ் சார்.